We have been on this crowded bus for 8 hours, and I see on the horizon that we're approaching a police checkpoint. So I reach over and I give my boyfriend Majid's hand a squeeze as if to say, we're gonna make it. Now, the theme of tonight is Never Have I Ever, and I'm telling this story because this was a weekend of a lot of firsts for me. But I'll hook you in with just one of them, which is that never have I ever been in the back of a police car. Fiance, says the police. Fiance, says Majid. Yes, my fiance, and we are celebrating our engagement in Amasra this weekend. Well, I'm sorry, but he will not enter those city walls, the policeman tells us. Just then the bus driver runs over and brings us our bags and tells us he's sorry, but he has to go back. So Majid and I watch in defeat as our ride into Amasra slowly drives away. Then one of the police officers says, "Hey, wait, you said he's your fiance, but that makes no sense." And just then this wave of injustice crashes over me. Like, Majid had a city that was sieged and had been transported from city to city for years, just facing racism and scrutiny trying to get to Turkey. And on top of that, he'd escaped snipers and barrel bombs and a psycho killer, and he can't just have a weekend away on the sea with his girlfriend? They said he could escape, but we're in the Black Sea. Where's he gonna go, dude? Russia? It makes no sense. So I did the only thing I could think to do in that moment. Have you folks heard of a newspaper called Daily So-and-so? Because I so happen to be their English language news editor, and this would make a really interesting headline in tomorrow's paper. Just then, the main police officer stands up a little bit straighter and starts addressing me in formal Turkish. He shuffles through this binder and gets out a paper for Majid to sign, promising that he'll go back to Istanbul after the weekend finishes. And they even offer us a police escort into the city. Yes, in the back of a police car. Now, as we're sitting in the back of the car, I start to think that I'm grateful for this moment, but also realize that it was my country of origin, my ability to speak Turkish, and my profession that had gotten us there. I look at Majid and I say, or Majid looks at me and he says, "Babe, why did you say that I was your fiance back there?" And I tell him I did what I had to do. And the next day, he proposed.